I am fortunate enough to own a Blu-ray copy of the first 3 episodes of Star Trek Continues. Star Trek Continues is a production that was done by a group of passionate Star Trek fans, and I am a huge fan of this series. Recently, there was some controversy with Vic Mignogna. He got caught up, not even in really a Me Too situation, but I really have no opinion about that. I always try to separate the person from the art if they haven't broken any laws. And as far as I know, Vic Mignogna never broke any laws. And I will still remain a fan of Star Trek Continues, especially because so many passionate Star Trek fans worked on this show. I am a fan of fan films when they're well made, and I think no one understands fandom more than fans themselves. One particular episode in here is an absolute classic. To explain what Star Trek Continues is, Star Trek ended after 3 seasons, but the mission was supposed to be 5 years, a 5-year mission, right? It would have been, say, 5 seasons. The whole point of Star Trek Continues was to take Star Trek to its logical conclusion, which was to finish the 5-year mission and return to Earth. And one little odd factoid is if you look at the old original series of Star Trek episodes, each starship has their own emblem, right? Excuse me, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm not lying to you. I'm actually drinking White Claw. Whatever. Been filming a lot of DVDuesdays. Don't make fun of me for my beverage of choice at the moment. But so one of the interesting things about the original Star Trek series is each of the different starships had a different emblem. But if you watch the Star Trek movies, right, after sort of the timeline of the original Star Trek series took place, everyone wears the symbol of the Enterprise. And the reason for that was supposed to be, this comes from Gene Roddenberry in his ideation of Star Trek: The Motion Picture. The idea is that all these starships went out in the universe on this 5-year mission to send back data and map the universe and discover new worlds. And the only ship to return from the 5-year mission was the Starship Enterprise. So as a tribute to the Starship Enterprise, all of the emblems of all of the starships in the United Federation of Planets was the emblem of the Enterprise. Kind of a cool thing, but my favorite episode of Star Trek Continues is one called Fairest of Them All, which is a sequel to the episode the Mirror Universe episode, where, you know, Kirk is in this mirror universe where it's basically they're fascists, and, you know, Spock has the facial hair. It's a great episode. What Fairest of Them All does is it tells the flip story. It tells the opposite tale, like what happened after they left, right? And went back to their correct universes. So it's a sequel that it's so good. The writing is so smart, and it's my favorite episode of Star Trek Continues. I highly recommend. You can find Star Trek Continues on YouTube or Vimeo, but I'm fortunate enough to have a Blu-ray, which I will hold on to. It's just a fantastic series.